Bi-generation was a brand new concept introduced in the Doctor Who 60th anniversary specials. But could it also provide the answer to a question that fans have been puzzled with for almost half a decade? I think so, and I'm going to explain why. Back in 2017, we had our first televised multi-master story in Doctor Who history. In World Enough and Time, when the Doctor falls, we saw Michelle Gomez's incarnation of the character Missy come face to face with her predecessor played by John Sim. After much awkward flirting between the two.
By the way, is it wrong that
Yes. Very.
I mean, it was awkward for us anyway. They were basically flirting with themselves, after all. Eventually, the two ended up killing each other. Missy, both figuratively and literally, stabs her previous self in the back. But before he descends in an elevator to presumably regenerate into Missy, he fires off a blast from his laser screwdriver, which he says will not only kill Missy, but make it so that she can't regenerate, ending the master line at Missy. Except, about 2 years later, the 13th Doctor encounters a new master, one played by Sacha Dwahn, the Spy Master, as he's been dubbed. And it's this that's left fans scratching their heads a bit, because if this master comes after Missy, we kind of have two problems. The first is, how did she survive to regenerate? This, of course, could have been gotten around in a number of ways. One thing fans have speculated in the years since is that the Spy Master is actually an earlier incarnation than Missy. Perhaps, maybe Sim's master regenerates into Dwan's, and it's Dwan's that then later regenerates into Missy. Although that creates its own problems, with Spy Master having the knowledge about the Timeless Child and Gallifrey's future devastation at his own hands, which, I don't know, Missy doesn't seem to. Another option is that Missy somehow survived.
somehow Palpatine returned?
But that in itself creates a bigger problem for many fans. One of character arc. Because Missy went on quite the redemption arc in her time, and Dwan's master, well, he seems to be pure evil crazy again. So if he is an incarnation after Missy, how do we explain that? Again, there have been theories over the years. Did finding out about the Doctor being the Timeless Child and all the jealousy that brought up in him drive him insane and evil from a place of being good? Is there some memory loss going on? Has he been influenced by outside forces? Well, I think the 60th anniversary specials have given us a much more elegant solution. One that gets to preserve the order of incarnations and the character arc. What if the Master bi-generated? This could have happened to John Sim's Master as he went down in the elevator. What if that wasn't the end for his incarnation, but he bi-generated instead, with the Dwahn Master splitting off for him and him remaining to later regenerate into Missy, who then goes on to have her redemption arc, but then dies at the hands of her former self, and that's the end of that strand. While the bi-generated Dwahn Master is still out there, not redeemed, and ready to regenerate again. That would give the dual benefit of explaining the backward step we thought the Master of the 13th Doctor's era had taken, and leave it open for more John Sim appearances in the future if ever the opportunity arises. But, of course, the split could have happened earlier too. We don't know yet if both bi-generated Time Lords can each regenerate again, or if only one of them can. This theory kind of assumes that they both can, but there are ways around it if it's revealed that it can't. So, perhaps instead of splitting into current and new incarnation, a bi-generation can cause a split where both of the splittees? Is that the right term? I'm going with it. The splittees are both new incarnations, in which case the one that can't regenerate again could be Missy. What do you think of this idea? Let me know in the comments below. Is this a good idea, or is it one too many convoluted plots to add to an upcoming season that, frankly, already has so many mystery boxes? And if you want to know what I'm talking about there, well then, check out this video, because that's where I talk about it.